Bitcoin's price has risen 8% in the last 24 hours to $20,700, breaking through the $20,000 barrier that has held back the largest digital asset for much of September. Bitcoin has returned to the $20,000 to $25,000 range that it has largely maintained since mid-June, when a dramatic sell-off drove it down from $30,000. Multiple macro factors were driving cryptos higher alongside stocks, as the Dow Jones Industrial Average and S&P 500 were set to rise Friday, ending a 3-week losing streak. Since the influx of more mainstream investors into cryptocurrency in late 2020, Bitcoin and its peers have been found to be highly correlated with other risky assets such as equities. Even in the face of more central bank hawkishness, including a speech from Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell, who described a Fed that would not relent on tighter policy until inflation was firmly under control, the market was upbeat on Friday. Stocks and cryptos have been battered this year by central banks' aggressive tightening of financial conditions, with historic interest rate hikes in an attempt to cool off hot inflation. Higher interest rates reduce demand for risky assets while increasing the risk of a recession, hurting risky bets like Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin could test the mid-August high of around $22,000, but given what some Fed members, including Chairman Powell, said this week, too much optimism could be dangerous, Yuya Hasegawa, an analyst at cryptocurrency exchange BitBank, said. A drop in the US dollar, which has risen to 20-year highs and put pressure on the digital currency, has also helped Bitcoin. The US dollar index, which compares the greenback to a basket of 6 currencies, fell more than 1% on Friday. Of course, in the short term, it's all about macro and tightened liquidity. In the long run, however, the groundwork for future growth is being laid, said Mahesh Velanki, managing partner at Web3 venture firm Superlayer. The next few months will be difficult for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. That said, Bitcoin has shown strength in that it hasn't tanked much further, as many had predicted, though another such big drop is not out of the question. Another boost for Bitcoin came from Securities and Exchange Commission Chairman Gary Gensler, who said he supports giving the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, regulatory authority over Bitcoin. According to Gensler, the CFTC should have more authority over non-security tokens. Bitcoin is trading higher in the Tokyo session on Friday as the market welcomes SEC Chairman Gary Gensler's remarks, said Hasegawa. This is somewhat advantageous for Bitcoin because Bitcoin futures are traded at CME and thus are not subject to SEC regulation. However, spectacular short-term gains cannot mask the fact that the entire crypto market remains under pressure, with Bitcoin trading at less than 1/3 of its all-time high from November 2021. While many in the industry remain optimistic, much of the luster on cryptocurrency has faded since late 2021, when El Salvador made the digital token legal tender in a project that has since failed, highlighting the difficulties in widespread adoption. Aside from Bitcoin, Ether ETH/USD -0.10% gained 5% to near $1,700. Interest in the second-largest cryptocurrency has surged in recent months amid anticipation of the merge, a fundamental upgrade to the Ethereum blockchain network, with Ether's gains blowing past Bitcoin in the months since the market trough in mid-June.